them two can get into it at 4:00 on a Wednesday. And if you think like, oh, okay, they done got into it or whatever, well, not, I got P now or I got C now. Them two ain't together. Wrong.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
Let me ask you. I gotta ask you about C Murder before we get you off of here. You hear things on the internet. People turn stories and twist stories and say P said this, and it's almost to a negative aspect on on his own brother when you clearly see that it's just a plot. Like, what do you? How do you deal with? I know you speak up about stuff. You know what I mean? I've seen you speak up vocally, but to pretty much defend and really deflect because it's a bunch of BS a lot of times. But one, how's C doing? Where are we at with this whole thing from your perspective when it come down to him and his pursuit of being free? Like and how do you deal with the internet? Rigor mortis, the hoorah.
I'll say this.
Or the hoopla.
He love his brother, man. If you know their relationship, they are the funniest. Them two can get into it at 4:00 on a Wednesday. And if you think like, oh, okay, they done got into it or whatever, well, not, I got P now or I got C now. Them two ain't together. Wrong. You feel what I'm saying? They used to have a 2-week rule. Him and P would get into argument. It might get physical, but it mostly be grabbing and all that if it did, right? Because I've been in the middle of that trying to stop them two and end up on the ground on the hot side of a highway. It's a lot. So in Oakland, but they gonna argue. C is gonna leave. Here go to 2 weeks. C will leave for 2 weeks. You don't see him for 2 weeks, and it could be somebody said one thing about P. They could breed wrong. He back, and when he back and he by his brother, you don't want that. He love his brother and they love each other. They two just who they are. They two strong alpha males and they are, but they love each other and he love his brother, man. And I think a lot of things that go on, man, is social media, and even the fact of, as far as CC, I admire him so much, man, for him to still be head up, strong. You know what I'm saying? Through what he going through. Because see, one thing about C, people think about all the gangster stuff. That dude is a good father, man. He love his girls, man. Oh my God, man. I can't say enough, bro. You know what I'm saying? I told you, but I think I told you before, if a baby wanted a duck, he went got a duck. And he probably walked that duck down the street on the leash and dare you to say something. He love his babies and he missed them. C missed them more than he missed all of this life of what we have. You know what I'm saying? By far, 100 times over. You might say as he should, but more. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard when he's an innocent man. And it's not because like some people, all these people going, fans and all the people, shut up, man. All y'all out there, shut up. Y'all don't want, y'all, if you know his character, know who he is, and then know some of the things we know, he didn't do that. But also at the same time, if it's knowledge of might have or whatever, whatnot, he's not going to get involved in that. And I'm not saying that's the reason, and he's keeping his spirits up because, being there unjustly the way our crooked system in Louisiana, especially this new Governor Jim Crow Landry, that's what I call him. He's a different breed, and he wants to keep as many of them back there as possible. You don't want them to come home. And I understand, where C is at, his mind frame. Yes, he's had his rough moments. Yes, he's had his moments that I don't think he lost faith because he's not built that way. But he have his rough moments and that he goes through or whatever or not, and then he has to get himself back up. In a place where there's no up in it, and that's what people don't really understand. And a lot of people talk, even some of them that have been there and they come home and they hear this and hear that, And what I've learned too with us as a black culture and a black community, we become cowards for the dollar. We become straight cowards, weak to the fullest. Because to me, I'm a thinking man. See, when I see these dudes that make up things about C and say things about C, you know what I'm saying? I look at it like this. Y'all are weak, and I will run circles around you. I'll make you do whatever I want you to do because y'all are weak. Because any man that sits there and decide because I want some views and get these streams and get this check, and if you call yourself a man or you call yourself a gangster or you call yourself a thug and all this other shit that a lot of them be saying, you know the rules. Real men don't do that. You don't do that. You don't sit around and say, because I want a few dollars and I want to be popular, I want the lights on me. What, you, a female dancer? You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's what I'm going to start calling them that sit around and make up lies about other men, and especially about somebody that I care about, and say that you're a female dancer, you want the lights on you then, right? You want some tips? Because that's what they're going to come from with them streams. You don't do that. And a man fighting for his freedom right now. You don't add some other things. You don't do that, man. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, what, you scared if he come home? You know what I'm saying? I mean, what it is, maybe the girl you like, she'll see Murder fan with you. You scared? And I think some of them could be like that. And so, you know, and I don't get that, and it angers me because I know for a fact, I wouldn't say none of that if you were standing in front of you. And see, and we're going to take away, and I always say this with people, let's take away all the guns, let's take away the knives, let's take away anything that you can hurt and take somebody's life, and you got to stand man to man, warrior to warrior, right? A lot of these dudes that talk all that talk, they ain't going to do that because they're not built like that. And they would not, and why would you do that? Because if you was doing time, would you want, when you know public can sway you, know that they're councilmen or senators or whatever, state representatives that got to vote on certain bills that can bring you home? Why would you say some of these things to not bring this man home? For what reason? You know what I'm saying? If you a person that did time, and a lot of them that I've seen say stuff, they know he didn't do that. You feel what I'm saying? So you know how it is in that place and have done it for years. Why would you do or say anything that can help derail that man's case? For what? What? You're a dancer. You want the lights. You want the lights and a few dollars for it. So, you know, so why do that? Why do that to another black? Even if I didn't even like you, bro, and we had some issues, for whatever crazy reason,
yeah,
we got some issues. And I know you're married to this woman. Y'all got kids, right? And it's like, you know what? He got his case. I'm not gonna say nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? I might even get to the point to be like I am, the way I think. I'm gonna put some things out there to help him get home. So guess what? He never liked me, but he gotta look and say, damn, Serv, help me. And I could smile at you. That's my get back.
Wow.
But I'm never gonna say nothing to keep you from coming home to your family.
Wow.
You know, and that's what I don't get with us as black people. I don't get that. We will rather fight harder to embarrass or shut down any motivation that one of us have than we are to the people that don't even want us to exist in this world.
Wow. That's so true, man.
You really look at what we got out here. And we got people, this is the crazy part, we got a lot of brothers that's doing their thing on platforms or whatever. Man, you got millions listening to you.
Yeah.
Millions. And what you scared to one time, speak right. Speak the right message, because then, okay, everybody gonna leave me and I'm no longer popular. I'm no longer that dancer in the light. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, none of y'all don't even realize, like, say, bro, and Jay-Z said it best, you still a nigga.
That's it.
I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how many followers you got. I don't care how many checks is coming to you.
Still nigga.
Let me tell you something. You still not gonna get invited to the country club. You still not gonna get that fruitcake at Christmas from
That's
them.
right.
You still not gonna get the plate of potato salad with the raisins in it. You still a nigga.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.